Today on Retro Tech Ralph, I'm going to attempt retrobrighting similar to what I've done before, but with this lovely stuff. Hi guys, Ralph here. Right, Lego. I love Lego. I've had Lego since I was a kid, played with it, all sorts of there are cheaper versions out there, but none of them click together as perfectly as what Lego does. Holds together, good structure. I have the Millennium Falcon, the UCS behind me in a case. I have all sorts of bits and bats of Lego and stuff. Yeah, fine, I'm getting old, but I don't give monkeys. I can still play with Lego. Now, I bought an eBay auction for, I think, about £48. There were 3 kits in there. Now, I'm going to show you a picture, because actually, I'll show you in a second, but there were lots of parts were, what do you call it, white. Well, originally white, but not really. So, they were one of my favourite ships. This is the Y-Wing from the original first film, New Hope, and the rest of them. It came with, I think, 3 minifigs, and there are more than that with this, so I've had to source other minifigs to complete the set anyway, but that's by the by. Also, it's a V-Wing, is it? I think it's the V-Wing. This was from Rogue One. You got Cassian there, you got Jyn there, you've got a pilot in there, which is exactly the same as the pilot that comes in the Y-Wing, even though it's the V-Wing. So, but that was 2 of them. But I wanted it for this one only, and I was looking for it for a while. And yes, it's from the Solo movie. Yes, it's another Millennium Falcon. This one looks glorious. I mean, yeah, it's people will love or hate. This is definitely a Marmite Falcon, but it was only the one film. The escape pod on the front for the mandibles, even though the mandibles were attached as a cargo bay or whatever. It's some bits like the dish pointing upwards, one gun. It's a little bit, whether or not it's, yeah, it must have been upgraded over the I don't know, decades, centuries, possibly this ship was around. I wanted this just to see. It's not as big as the UCS set, but it's big enough. However, let me show you one of the pieces. Now, I think one of these either goes on here or over here or maybe up here. But if you see there, the guy who had this originally stuck them in the window. So yes, you've got parts which were covered over like that. Oh yeah, it's yellowed around it, and then boom, it's covered, so it's protected a little bit, but not enough. So the retrobrighting process will, I mean, even that one there, it's not even a straight line where a piece has been over it. This is literally where the sun hasn't got to those parts there, which is quite weird. I don't think, hang on, there's a line across and then a straight and then a diagonal, then a bit. It might have been covered by something, but I don't know what. It's a bit odd. So anyway, these are from are they from here or from here? They're from here. So these are definitely need retrobrighting as well. Anything white from all these 3 kits I have here. And anything that looks like, because greys are going as well. The retrobrighting process is easy enough to do when you have one thing that you really need for it is the sun. And me living in the UK, this now being started in November, yeah, we're expecting a frost, if not snow, next week. So yes, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a picture or 2 now. It might just be a slideshow bit, because you know I'm absolutely crap at editing anyway. That of the auction that I won this. This was £48. Granted, they are, every one of these had 2 minifigs. I think it came with a Han Solo, and because this has got what kits, which ones? I think it comes with it comes with him. Was this the Kessel guard droid thing? The Y-Wing, the V-Wing came with the V-Wing / Y-Wing pilot and this little fella in here. So yes, and the Y-Wing came with the droid on the back, which didn't actually advertise it as, and the Y-Wing / V-Wing pilot, and this crazy guy here, this white. I know you're going to tell me, and I can easily look into it, but I really meh. So I've had to buy Admiral, no, is he Admiral Akbar's son or something? Or other kits anyway, a Stormtrooper I've had to buy. At present, out of all of these 3 kits, I am 1 minifig missing, which is, I think it's the Trooper. It's that. It's this the Return of the Jedi Trooper. Around about £4.50, but the person sent it via, it's not Every, it's Yodel, and Yodel have received it, and that's it. It's not showing any tracking up to this moment now, which is the Saturday, middle of November. It's just vanished. So what I'm going to do now is just show you a little slideshow of the condition of all of these, because I've been sat playing, and yes, these parts had a sticker on them. That's why they've got a line across there. That'll come to in a second. What exactly these look like when the guy put them on eBay, to be honest, and this is what he was selling. So yeah, they for me, they look like they were a pretty good little attempt at we'll do retro writing. Worst case, I'm £48 down, and it doesn't matter so much. I'll have a load of, I don't know, I'm assuming Lego will be fine. I mean, that piece there is not too bad, but it's going to go in anyway. It's a tiny bit yellowed. Other pieces, that's a beige piece. No, it ain't. It's white. There are some pieces like that. Even the grey's gone green. So we are going to be attempting to do all of this with the help of my old friend B Blonde, 40% volume. Get this, these are about £2 a pot. These are absolutely perfect for the retrobrighting process. Use one of these. What I'll be using is 1 bottle of these in a sealable food bag. Right, bear with me. You put, if I was putting, because I have got at the moment 4 bottles of this. If I was going to put all 4 bottles into one big bag, shake them all around, do my process, fine. But I'll be doing them in batches. I'll just divide it all by 4 and put 1 bottle in each one of these bags, shake them up, done. Happy. Then all you do with that is, once it's sealed in, you put it out in the sun. We haven't got the sun today. It's not existing. So what I'm going to do is get a large box. If I do split these into 4, and I put a large box where I can put all 4 in, and cover it with, this is just cheap silver foil, baking foil, shall we say, from Amazon. A couple of quid each, done. I'm going to line the inner part of the box of some sort of big wham plastic storage box, and the lid as well. But I'm also going to be using one of these little fellas. Now, this is a plant growing LED grow light. I'll be using this as a substitute for the sun. I do not grow plants with this, and its past history of this actual one will remain a mystery to me. It might have grown legal plants, it might have not grown legal plants, but for me, I do not. I just got this because it was free, because a friend gave it me. And it's a UV touch. It's got the full range because it's got different LEDs inside it. It will glow in here. If I leave it overnight, it will glow purple out of the gaps in the garage door over there. But it will assimilate the sun with the heat, with the UV, and with this lot underneath it, it will retro bright. If it doesn't, this is going to be a bit of a mess up video. So, parts I've bought for this so far to actually get these up to, and we already know that he's missing. Stickers was one thing. Now, I went on eBay, got lots of things. That one at the back there, the blue one, goes on here for the V-Wing. This one here is on the Falcon. This one was a reproduction, and a big shout out to Brick Sticker Shop. They're in the Netherlands. Absolutely brilliant. I was amazed that came through, because usually with the UK import rules and regulations, I would usually have to pay like a £40 fee on something that only cost about, I think about £10 or £12 or something. So fresh stickers, they're reproduction. These are from the boxes. So technically that's getting repro stickers for on here. These two are getting fresh, well, brand new second-hand stickers for these when they go on. So we have bought in the thing, the Cassian one. We have the one from, oh, he's on the Falcon, isn't he? Don't know who he is. He's a, I don't know, thingy thing. A Stormtrooper, which is, yes, cool. A droid which goes into the Falcon, which is quite weird. We have, I'm sure it's Admiral Akbar's son. He's in here anyway, but these will go on the kit anyway. I'm leaving them in the bag just to keep them clean. You've also got young Lando with the proper, actually that cape is the wrong way around. The blue is meant to be on the inside to make it like a blue lining, and it's a black cape. But I'll be turning that around. I wasn't sure about buying that when I first got it. I thought, it's got a black cape, it's got a black cape. Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, it's lining of blue. Chewbacca, the old Chewbacca from this kit, from the Castle Rug kit, and is it Kira? One that Emilia Clarke played. Yes, in the same ones as what comes in all of these kits. Cool. So, my next job is, because everything's been cleaned, everything's been done, everything's been stripped of plastic stickers, actually they're mainly paper stickers to be honest, that go on the parts, which is a pain in the backside. I am now going to find a box, try and line it with silver foil, and then start off this process. Make sure that if you're ever opening one of these, make sure you put gloves on. I mean, they've got is it a child-proof lid? Yeah, adult-proof lid. Yeah, these aren't fully sealed in, and that looks to me, has that dried up? No. Give it a shake, but that stuff does look like it's quite thick. That's fine. Worst case, I'll put some water in, or put some, I don't think I'll put acetone in there. That will just rip off any paint at all from it. But this should be enough anyway. It'll be shook out in the bag. Put gloves on. Put gloves on no matter what you do with this stuff. Don't get this on your skin. Do not eat it. This is bad for you. But if you put it on, if it drops onto your skin will turn white. And my hands are crap anyway. You know that, I know that. So it will turn the skin white. It's not going to permanently be like that. It will go eventually. But be careful. If you're a kid doing this, please get your parents to do it. So let's go find a box and let's get started. You know, if this used to have some, yeah, it's dirty, but I don't care. It's got a crack on the bottom, but I don't care because this is probably going to go in the bin anyway. The lid, I have knocked a hole in, just because I can fit this, not in, I just want it over the top. Now when this is done, all the outside of what's left of the lid will be silver foiled. The inside, all this will be silver foiled as well. So it doesn't matter if this is clean or not. Plus all the parts are going in bags anyway. Plus cutting that out, yes, I've ended up I ended up always cutting myself anyway. I always say if a job that I do, if I don't cut myself, it ain't very good. So if I end up bleeding while doing any job around the house, it's always, yeah. So you guarantee now for my fate and my karma that this is going to be a good job. Just need to stop bleeding a little bit. But so the next part I have, yeah, the kitchen foil should be fine for this. I'm not going to go over the top with, because I have some silver tape that I put on the inside of models to reflect light round. I don't think I need to use this on this. It's a bit overkill, so I'm just going to use silver foil that you get for baking and cooking and whatever else. Line the inside of this, and then that gives me my little area where I can start to retrobrite. The worst case on this, if it's going to take 2 batches, fine. I've got a couple of days to do this, that's fine. I've got weeks to do this, there's no rush for this. The likelihood that this is going to be in here and done for tomorrow is very, very low. To be honest, when I've done retrobriting before, it's just been in the sun. 2 hours later, you see the reaction because you can see the crap and the browning that goes into the plastic. I think it's a fire retardant which comes out of it, which reacts to the sun. You can see that inside the peroxide, inside the bag. So if I get a reaction within a few hours of this, I'll be impressed. If not, this is going overnight. So silver foil everything, stick that on top, get the bags ready, and then away we go. Okay, silver foiled in. I did use some of the tape after all anyway, like that was there on the edges of here. So with that, absolutely playing havoc with my with the camera. It's just reflecting back. As much reflecting as you can inside here. There is another way of doing the retro brighting, which is you put peroxide or some sort of solution similar to what I'm going to be using in, and then you chuck in the light and you leave it. You seal it in, you leave it. Or you can put it on the stove and you basically boil the water with the peroxide in it, and that works as well. However, it also melts the plastic. So yeah, there are good and bad things of all of these methods. Try your own way or watch what I'm doing and see what's what. So this is ready, this is prepared. I'm gonna get the parts now. I've got, let's get rid of that for a minute. Food bags. So hopefully these are big enough to do something with. Excuse me. So all I need them to be sealed in bags. Get them out of there. I'm not gonna use all 20 anyway, but yeah, they seem to be okay for, they're quite thin, these, to be honest. These are cheap ones from Poundland. Unsurprisingly, they cost £1. So yeah, they'll do for this. They're a one-shot job. They're very thin. So I might just put some in and hope for the best. So I'm not going to segregate between what's in here. I'm going to put whatever inside. If I can get a quarter in each, rattle them around a lot, lay them out like that and make sure everything's covered in peroxide inside, and put in the box and stick the light on. That's my aiming for this. If it doesn't work, I'll have to put some others in, but I'm going to try and divide this into 4. If not, I might have to do another batch and get some more from Amazon. Simple as that. Okay, so I've put these, I've double bagged these just in case there's a problem. Each one of these bags, I've got 6 of these bags, and I've only got 4 of these, so I'm going to put 1 bottle per these and have to order some more. But what I'm going to do is just get 2 for the time being. It's like pick and mix. So yeah, 1 bottle will go in each one of these anyway. So I'm going to pour in, seal both bags in, and then spread out as flat as I can, put it into the box, turn the UV on. Fine. So before I do that, and then following as much health and safety gubbins as I can, put gloves on. I like purple gloves. Pretty. Available on Amazon and all good retailers. Purple gloves, non-powdered. Right, so basically, like I say, this stuff, if you get it on you, you will have problems. Shake it for a few minutes or a few seconds or whatever. Does it say instruction on here? Don't use this product on its own. Oh yeah, use it with the blade. This is from when you're doing your hair. I don't have much hair, so it doesn't matter so much. Warning, ingredients, question of device. I'm going to use product. Yeah, so my thing is usually shake it, shake it, shake it. As Taylor Swift might have said once or twice. Just to mix it up a little bit. You get any of this on your clothes, it will bleach it. It will make it go from blue to yellowy white or whatever. So it's now nice and shook. Press down, twist round, and start to plop inside. Plop's a technical word, obviously. Shake it into the bag. I could probably have split this 3 ways, I think. But I think I'm going to try this. The worst case on this, it goes in the bin. If things don't go too right on certain ones, so be it. I might have to go on Bricklink and get new parts, if I want to. But these are parts from all 3 kits. So destroying these will be, yeah, the entire lot's gone. So that's already gone around the edge there anyway, so that's missed a little. I'm just going to put that there a second. We'll put the other one in. Wide as I can. Shake, shake, shake. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it off, shake it up. Not off. I am not a Taylor Swift fan. Well, I'm not a fan either, so yeah. Comments in the usual place if you are a Taylor Swift fan. And well done, I suppose. Was at my age, to be honest. She's all right. She does a lot of good stuff, I suppose. But this isn't a Taylor Swift retro channel. So that's in there. I'm going to get the inner bag. Hopefully these should work fine. and just seal this off. The whole equation of this, what I've seen done over the years and done myself over the years, is UV, which is from the sun, heat, which is also from the sun, patience. The heat will be trapped in the bag, and the UV goes through clear plastic anyway, hopefully peroxiding all this. Nice. So that's sealed in. Do is massage as much of this onto all the parts that I can. We're just sealing the other bag at the same time. It has to coat everything. What you really could do with doing, if you're doing this yourself, is get somebody else to do it. One idea, or two, every so often, give it, if it's a sunny day and you're outside, if you're living in somewhere which is nice and warm, massage it every so often, maybe every half an hour or so if you're it's a good day. Oh, it's a bit too tight, but it's getting the air out as well. These won't explode. Heat will come into these. Doesn't have to be sealed in anyway. Massage them a little bit, just so there's no big blobs of peroxide on everything. So just make sure it's nicely shook around, covered. I've got another 4 to do of these, but I'll see what these do first before anything. Okay. There's some big bits in here, and yeah, there's a lot of bits that need moving around later. That's sealed in nicely. See, there's a lot that's covered in. There's a little cover over them, over that. There's a lot of others. There are some we've done the keyboards with, and if there's too much of a blob on a certain piece and it's gone for long enough, it will bleach that area only. So you get a lighter bleach on your colours, like doing an Atari ST or an Amiga keyboard. The Amiga's kind of beige anyway, but not too beige at what yellowing does. So you need to get to a decent level, and not to white, because that completely ruins everything. So make sure the peroxide is around everything. It will go around everything, because these will be moved around eventually anyway. Cool. So with that being there like that, I've got my box to the side. I want to put one there and one there. Nice and flat, they will get as much UV light as possible. Like I say, I will be coming back to this every so often just to see where, maybe turn them around a little bit. So, if I had bigger bags, it's better, but that is fine. So, lid on with this on top with a growing lamp. Yes, people do use them for other things. I don't. Power cord underneath here. We'll plug in. Being well, we'll plug in. Oh, don't tell me that's not long enough, is it? Oh no. It's trapped on something. Nope, that's just not long enough. I know where that goes. That goes all over the place. So I need another one. Luckily, I do have another power cord. So let's get this plugged in. That breath. Fine, so you can go back under there. Plug you in. Get you into, this works, into the wall, turn her on, and then find the right place. And then all being well, it glows. So, 1 second, Alexa, garage off. I love it when the echo doesn't work. Alexa, garage off. It's basically, it is glowing. See how bright that is? These are now getting a full UV. I don't want to put a towel over this to try and keep the heat really in. I'm going to leave it as is, because the reflecting light is going inside there. There is bleeds around the edge, but I don't want it over the top. If I put a towel over the top, this might get too hot and set fire. but with the heat sink being inside here, the heat will come off towards where the camera is. So it is now 2 o'clock on Saturday. So let's see how long this takes. So started 2 p.m. sat. Start. Okay. Let's come back later. Right, this is just over 2 hours after they went in to start with. This is all, it looked very pink when it's in, and my PC is very green, so that's fine in the corner. The top of here is warm, but not really hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check inside to see if it is actually warm. The only way I can do that is with holding the camera, holding you guys, is just see if there's any heat comes off of this. But let's have a look. Whoa. Not too much heat. But we're going to check these. I'm going to take these out and just see what's happening with these anyway. So let me get these out of here and give me 2 seconds. Now taking these out, there is warmth here. We can tell it's not fully worked because that's there. But what you need to do every so often, just do that. In the sunshine, in a proper summer, yeah, that will work. But it's just moving, agitating the peroxide around the plastic. Now, this is probably going to be the last time for this anyway, because it's 2 hours, well, it's 4 o'clock now. There are some parts that really haven't done anything. I can see me needing quite a bit more. Like I say, it's not summer. Second bag is there. You can tell that one's really not doing anything. A little bit agitating. Gentle few bits. Almost like you're making bread. It's just basically moving the peroxide around a little bit, that's all. So these we put back in the box, left as they are, with the light on, overnight, and I'll come back to these in the morning. Right, it's the next day, and yeah, 24 hours worth of retro brighting. Yeah, we went to 2 hours later to move things around. I came back later and did that again. So here is a full day's worth of retro bright. I'm just going to get the box over. So you can see that it is working, but very, very slowly. So I have turned these around this morning, and that was ones from last night. These were a lot worse. It is working. It is slowly working. The problem with the UK, it's November. I don't even know when this video is going to be released, but at present, we're expecting snow coming soon, which doesn't help. So the garage will be really cold, but all I can do is just keep these, maybe even put another half a bottle of peroxide stuff in with these. So all I can do is just keep it topped up. It's not destroying the plastics. It's looking quite okay. I mean, you could tell what these were to start with. Yes, it is working, but unfortunately, it's not working quick enough. There's some sweat. Yeah, there's not leaking, but there is a certain wetness to the outside of the bags. I don't think it is peroxide, although you never know. But I need to keep the heat in these. So what I'm doing, this is going to take now officially weeks. It would be good if there was sun. It would be good if we lived in some Caribbean island. Now that one there, I do remember that piece being really, really bad. But it is coming through. It's not the right white. So these will stay as they are. I'm not going to take anything out. All I've got to do is just turn the bags over, massage a little bit, and like I say, I will probably get some more peroxide, more of the Bee Blonde stuff, half a bottle in, or maybe even another bottle after a few days, because it is, but not working properly. Okay, so for you, this will be a quick snippet, because I'm going to now, it is working. I've got 4 other bags to do after these are complete and finished, these are going to go back into the box. I'm going to check these tomorrow, and then if it does work, these will get cleaned and another 2 bags will go into the box. That will last a couple of days as well, but like I say, there you go. There's a slight vinegary smell to it, possibly like silicon sort of smell, silicon sealant sort of smell. Some of these I think actually are ready, but I'm not going through them all, no chance. But yes, that's even connected to that one. Oh no, see, you can, there you go, there's a piece there. It's been covered and it's not being covered. So this is half of the problem with this. Some things work fine, some things don't. But yeah, got a lot of work to do in this weather. If it was summer, it would be easy. But it's kind of working. Let's give it another go. And I'll come back to these every day and you will see a nice little jump to them all being done, all being well. Now, you remember at the start of this video when I said what date it was? Then it wasn't it the Thursday? And this is kind of now the Sunday, but not the following Sunday, the week after. This is the problem with the UK. We have absolutely abysmal weather, and for the past week we've been having storms, we've been having snow, we've been all sorts of stuff that don't really happen in November. But we have problems, big problems. So these was the first batch. They've been in the peroxide for too long. Hence, I've got a blue part which has now been bleached. The UV light's been on. Some of these are absolutely brilliant. Some of these aren't. I'm going to try and see if I can find... There's a little bit over there which still needs doing. Some parts are alright, some parts really aren't. But I might have to get some extra parts from Bricklink. I mean, that just looks a bit dirty, but it doesn't... It's not too far. The problem with it is these were 2 bags. I have another 4 bags over there to do with this. So there are problems with this. I mean, that survived okay. And again, obviously that one hasn't. So I need to go through a lot of these. With the peroxide, with the little bottles of Bee Blonde stuff, it works for keyboards, it works for this. I will guarantee it works for this. Is that a bit of peroxide stuck on there as well, I think, or a bit of bleaching? Yeah, oh, it's a bit of plop. This is the problem with it. It gets stuck on like that, and I have scrubbed, and I have cleaned, and I have all sorts to get this off. It just does not come out properly. So these are all wet. That's why I've properly cleaned and whatevered. But it's still not as good as I would like it. And with the weather being as rubbish as what it is, yeah, what in there, that's just more peroxide just will not come out. So I'll get the toothbrush and try and brush it out the best I can do. So it's a failure, but also it's put me onto a different way of doing it. Now, there is liquid peroxide, and I have seen that before. I am not looking for stuff like acetone. Acetone will melt this, really. It'll just turn it into a big puddle of nothingness. Drop on the floor then. But it is the liquid peroxide I am getting. There's the one. Where's the one piece? I'll turn that off. You might see it better. So you can still see the yellow in. I don't think this has been exposed to anything, any UV at all, but it has done a little bit, but that needs to go back in again. But yeah, the liquid peroxide, I'm going to put it in a pot. I may even put it in a pot like this where these are all stored. I've got 5 litres coming. The 2 bags that I've got, they're all here, and a lot of them are very yellowed. I'm going to do exactly the same as I did before. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Put all the peroxide, liquid peroxide in here with a UV light on top, and they will be fully covered, not just glooped over covered like it has been so far. I mean, look at me. This is the part here which is not being touched, and yeah, you can tell there is a difference, definitely a difference, but some parts aren't perfect. So that's coming in a few days, so these need to dry now. So yeah, and I need to look into all these, see which ones are damaged. Another one there, the blue, which has been damaged. I can buy more. I can go to a Lego store, I think, and get some stuff. And even that one, that's even been bleached as well. It was just too long. it had been a normal day, well, it had been a nice day, should we say, it would have been absolutely fine. The peroxide would have worked. It had been a few hours and we'd have been happy. So I'm going to sort these, get liquid peroxide, and we'll start again with that. Right, another week later. This is getting silly. Attempt number 2. Now I've got these 2 little bowls. All the pieces are here. Everything was split in the bags before. The bags I don't trust to not dissolve. Yeah, there's some bad pieces in here. There's some not so bad, but still whatever's. So we're going to try, same box, but we're going to try hydrogen peroxide, 12%, well 11.99, food grade stuff. I'm going to fill these up. I'm going to put a lid on them. So basically these were peanut stuff, containers for squirrel food basically. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put them back into the box with all the silver foil in. These 2 will just fit inside the box. UV light on top, and then that should be fine. Right, kids, if you're doing this at home, make sure you've got a responsible adult. Me, don't know how I get away with this sort of stuff. So these are nice and clean. I don't think it's going to work because there's quite a few pieces in here, but I've got to try something. So it's 5 litres here. I think all of it should fit in. So all I'm going to do is try not to splash everywhere, which I am doing. Yeah. Problem is the air's plugging back in again. I got a funny feeling this ain't gonna fill these. I need half and half in these. Yeah, I think there's enough. I can see it rising up. Some of these probably will float anyway. Almost half. So cool. Other half in that one. I need to make sure that they're properly in. Best way to probably pour these is sideways or upside down, so the air just goes straight in. Just trying to be careful. As I don't want to splash everywhere, it's just put in liquid peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide. Is it H2O2? Put in the... If any of these... I just need to check if these are water... not crack these boxes. These tubs. Hopefully they're not. Oh yeah, there's plenty in here for both. What I'm going to have to do is every so often I've watched somebody do this with peroxide and they ended up it's just floating now into it. They ended up taking a couple of days to do this. It might take that long for me anyway because, as we know, the British weather is absolutely horrible. It's not snowed this week. This is possibly one of my longest projects now, doing this. It's not as long as the Enterprise D build, but in time-wise, yeah, this video is going to be quite interesting. If not, I don't know. Oh yeah, so 5 litres is absolutely perfect for 2 squirrel feeders. Again, it's a bit of a problem with them floating as well, but at least they're in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these in because that'll keep the heat in and the peroxide. I can't smell anything, which is good. Which is either it reeks like crazy in here, or it's or I've got COVID. Don't think I've got COVID again. What I'll do is that every so often. Keep things in. So, my box, a little foil, and I put this over to my side because these will, should have kept the handles on these, they'll just go in there and over here as well. It's very tight. So, yes, this is awkward. It does go in, which is good. I'm going to put the lid on with the UV lamp on top, and then we'll come back. Let's have a look what time it is now. 1:20 on Saturday the 30th of November. Yep, you heard, it's been taking this long. So I'm going to put the lid on, get the UV. I'm just getting over here. There are the pieces. I've actually replaced these pieces over here, thanks to Brick Owl. Is it the owl one? Yeah. next to a cellar on there. Absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to get these going. Let's come, excuse me, let's come back in a couple of hours and see what's what. So after 2 hours, this is going to be completely done. Ignore that, really ignore that now. It is actually creating a bit of heat, which is good. I need heat for the equation anyway, so just turn it off. It was quite pink anyway, so yes. So inside I see, this ain't a thing. Okay, so we've still got pieces there which are quite yellow. As I think you can tell if I go in quite a bit, yeah, kind of stayed. I mean, the pieces like that which have been exposed, yeah, but there is, it's not hot in here, but I can feel that there has been some heat coming off of this. Actually, the camera's steamed up then. Things might be working. So it looks like these are actually, yes, there's a certain smell that you can put with this stuff. Does actually smell a little bit. So I did get, no, it's come off. This will make your fingers go white. So be ruddy careful. So what I'm going to do is hopefully not cut everything. There is a lot in there, but this is going to be another one of those. It's going to take a really while. That piece there is so yellow, but everything is covered. Spinning, it's spinning. So I'm just going to do that anyway. Ooh, some very yellow ones on there. At least it covers things a lot better. I might separate the greys out. Piece sticking up then. Everything's settled down, everything's under at least something of it. So after 2 hours does absolutely nothing. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be done now overnight. I could really do with that underneath, properly sunk under. I'm going to leave this overnight. At the minute it's now 3:10. I've watched the Qatar Grand Prix, so that's this year. If you're looking back in the future, that was 2024. So yes, yeah, there's going to be. It's a shame a lot of these won't sink. I don't want to put anything on top of to sink. I could cut something, piece of plastic out, and then a little weight to push down, but there is no point. I think worst case happens if everything's done and it's got some pieces that I've not done, I will redo those anyway. But this is the problem with doing retrobrighting in winter's in a couple of weeks. So it is a pain in the bum to do this, but so all I can do is keep them agitated, keep them in there, keep them with a UV lamp on top. I have seen videos where they do this exact same thing with the liquid peroxide, and you need heat as well. I know you need heat for the equation. That's why I'd like it on a nice summer's day, 20 odd degrees outside, in the bag with the peroxide, with the Bee Blonde stuff. It works lovely. I haven't got a summer. So yes, keep going on about that. So this is going to go back on the lamp. I'm going to come back tomorrow. The next jump on this, hopefully, will be these are done. After 2 hours, for my eyes, it doesn't look like it's done anything. But for yours, you might have just seen, oh yeah, that's really done. For me, I can't see a thing. It's fine. So I'm going to leave this overnight in here with a UV light on. Nice and pink. I mean, yeah, can you, blind. There's pink and blues on there. So the UV, nice growing sort of lamp stuff. And that's now over there, waiting to get done. And this will be when they're done. It's Sunday, right. So I have over here, listen, I've just turned off the lamp. And this is what a day's worth of retrobrighting in here does. Oh, that's actually domed up. So there's heat in there, which is exactly what I wanted. Now, I'm looking, I'll get you in a little bit. All right, let's start off on this long piece here. That is a lot better than what it was yesterday. The thing that I'm going to be terrified of, oh, there's some grey peats there, which are really good. Some beige, can't even see that in my camera work. I think there's a beige part down here, which is fine. There's a lot of this that actually couldn't come out. I'm thinking maybe we could remove everything apart from the white. Grey piece looks good. Yeah, this has actually worked. This has actually really worked for me. Let me get these out. Get this zoomed out because the camera is not liking the reflecting off that. So let me find a place for that over there. Good. So we have 2 pots of. Yeah, I agitated last night. I definitely don't. I need to take these up on this. This will remove a bit of gas. I'm in a garage with the door wide open so the neighbours can see me and do what I'm doing. There you go. That's better. Don't want this to pop. If it would pop, it would probably just release off the side and just do that. So there's absolutely nothing with that. Yeah, I'm going to go through these. I need to try and remove the liquid. Oh, it's domed up again. Cool. Remove the liquid and try and go through a lot of these. Like I said, the grey ones kind of needed a bit. The white ones took it really bad. There's one there right inside. If you can see that one. I've even lost it myself. There. Which is kind of a little bit underneath. I suspect that the tops of these will be... there's one inside here, which is really quite bad. Underneath, there's going to be... This is the thing, I needed the fluid to be covering all of these, but I needed it on a bigger area. But saying that, there's a lot of... I know you can't see on the sides down here, but there's some pieces with air bubbles on, which is good, which is actually really good. I'm thinking remove all the whites. There's lots. You can see there, there's air bubbles on them. It is working. Not working as well as if I lived in Florida or something, but my plan now is remove all of the coloured ones and keep the white ones, because the white ones do need to go back in again. So we might be able to do the same again, just put the white ones in each pot. Gives it more surface area for the peroxide to go in. I just need to try and get these out without killing myself and covering my hands, well, my crappy hands, with peroxide, which will turn them white. Properly white, the bleach white. It comes off eventually, but it's not good for you. So let's faff. Okay, separated. We have, there's certain levels of that's hardly being touched, and I really shouldn't be touching this with my hands because I'm going to bleach them. I know I am. Towel on standby, which is fine. Right, so all these white ones, they are all going to go back in. I need to sort through these grey ones because they're going to go in a separate pot and be as they are, but I need to wash these and separate them into ones. Like they've got one there which is half off, it's not been touched, but that will go in a separate pot. So I can at the minute pour all those back into there and then restart this one off while I'm sorting the greys out. So it is, see, there's different levels of, it's just not exposed enough. So back under the UV for the whites. Now I've gone through everything that's grey. Now these are the parts for all 3 kits, and I've just found another one there. It's a tiny bit, it looks alright at the top, there's a tiny bit on the side. I'm not sure that picks up on the camera, but I can see that. It's showing things together anyway. A lot of these are really, really good and still wet. I mean, I'm not bothered about it. I've got a tiny bit on there. The bit that I'm scared of is if I take these too far, then maybe they will bleach. So I'm not quite unhappy. That's needed drying a bit more, but that's fine. So these are all done pieces. The white ones are in the vat, and these are the ones that have to go back in. There's not many, but they are really bad. Some of these haven't even barely been touched, but these now will go in to, see, I've got that blue one there, but yeah, it'll go in, but that might bleach more. So do I just fit it the other way around? I don't know. The greys should be fine. The blues I'm not certain of. And that's got to be done on it, yeah. Put them in. Worst case, I have to buy a couple extra from, is it Owl Brick? Yeah, Owl Brick were fine. Bricklink are alright. But the only ones who had all of the parts I needed for the ones that are knackered were actually on Owl Brick. I'm probably getting that wrong, I'm sure I am. I mean, that one there, that's fine. Underneath looks a bit, yeah, it's as stain as is. Right, I need to mix these in with the white ones and then leave them for as long as possible, or as long as I dare. Thank you for making it this far into the video. I've seen so many videos that have done that. Today is now the 7th of December, We are in the middle of a rather windy storm at the moment, so we've just literally gone through, while doing this project, 4 seasons, 10 seasons, any sort of crappy weather. It's ridiculous. But for Lego fans, we have a solution. Right. Give me a sec. One sec. Here is my setup. Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It started on 2. I wish I put the date because I've literally forgotten when I started this video. Sometimes videos go well because they start and within a couple of hours they're done. This one's took weeks. I don't know if I'm sane enough. All this week and a bit more, these have been in the peroxide. I am hoping that everything is fine and there's no discoloration. If there are, then I'm going to have to go on Albrick and get some more parts. So, nice and pink. So turn off. I am done with this. With everything being as it is, we are done with this. Now, what weirds me out a little bit is I'm hoping the camera's going to steam up, because that shows you that these are actually quite warm. These are domed, quite weirdly domed. So there's definitely a reaction with, there's bubbles, you can see all bubbles around the side of here. This is reacted with the peroxide. All I've done is stuff like that. Why that spins? Because that one hasn't. Right. All I've done is this stuff like I just agitate a little bit, brings things to the top and circles around things around. That one hasn't. That is quite, yeah. But I had once this week where it's popped off because of the gas pressure. It's just a bit of heat. There's nothing major on here, but this is now the final product. I'm doing that one as well. It's just heat. That's all that's come off of this. Right. So we go. Actually, we need to go out because, yes, out because this is in the way of the camera and it's a pain in the backside. There was a little bit that came out, there's some inside there anyway. Hopefully that will go over time. So I don't want to destroy fully my blue mats, but that has got a watermark on there and it has leaked a tiny bit. So I'll use an old one to keep things in place. Now anybody can see that has actually reacted quite well. I think I might title this video now Problems with Retrobrighting in Winter, because this is an absolute, it's a no-no. Summer is for retrobrighting, but I got a decent bargain on these for now, for very late autumn coming up to Christmas. So yeah, well, let's have a look at what we have inside here. Again, kids, oh, look at that, straight away a reaction. Right, that is the peroxide reacting with my fingers as well. So gloves on if you're doing this at home. I am stupid, so thank you very much. What I need to do with this now is look at them. It's still reacting. It's still bubbling. Let's get a glove. My lovely purple gloves. Yeah, that's what it does to your fingers. This is, with this being 12% and apparently food grade, it's not drinkable. I would not like to put this on things. Right, we've got this little monster thing, which was part of the, I'm thinking the V-wing. Yeah, it's definitely the V-wing. He has come out really, really well. There is no, if anything, I should have put his arms out, shouldn't I? But I've been lucky it's got underneath it. Yeah, there's no ink printed come off of there. This is just absolutely spot on, perfect. Right, that is lovely and warm. Don't dip your feet in there, kids. Now again, you've got a piece there. I'll put it over there because I don't want to drip too much and create a bit of a mess. I can see a little bit, it's like over here maybe. It is, just leave up, I am not having a purple jumper, a grey jumper go white. There is bits on here I can tell a line in here, but I think this is as far as we can pull these. Yeah, Yeah. This is pure hydrogen peroxide, 12%. 11.99, so it's basically 12%. Not like the Bee Blonde stuff, which is 40%. You have some parts here which are part of the V-Wing, or maybe the front of the Millennium Falcon. Yeah, that's pretty good. I need to go in a little bit further and see what's what. That was, I remember one of these pieces being really bad, the small grey ones. That is good. That is really, really good. I would probably recommend doing this. Ooh, I remember this part being absolutely really bad. I know the engine cowlings for the, is it the Y-Wing, or was it the other, the V-Wing? But this is the bottom of the Millennium Falcon cockpit. This was really bad. It's, with my dodgy eyes, it might just be the peroxide on there, but I think we've got this perfect. Really do. I think we've got this. Any more? I might have to buy some more peroxide. Oh yeah. All these cowling parts from the Y-Wing were shockingly bad. I think either these are white and it's okay, or they're more even, and I don't think these will get down any further than what they are. I mean, that's not bad at all. To what it was. I mean, all it was is these were put in a window, in a kid's window, and they're basically been sun bleached over time. Over not much time, fortunately. Well, I don't know. Because actually, the Millennium Falcon from the Solo movie was out 3-4 years ago. Y-Wing is about the same. The V-Wing, yeah, probably about the same sort of, probably his kid's Christmas present or something. And yeah, I'm now going to spend my Christmas, because it's only a couple of weeks till Christmas, building these. I can't find one that's really, really bad. And the last time, yes, I could find them horribly bad. I've got a dark grey piece there, which is attached itself to there, and that's not bad at all. Why? Right, what I need to do is stop dripping everywhere. Those were bad as well. These were definitely engine parts off the Y-Wing / V-Wing. Yeah, I think we've done well here. I think the peroxide, this is obviously a winter test more than a summer test. Summer, yeah, put it in this, leave it outside, and then just boop, off you go. Done. Everybody's happy. For now, I think it's a bit of a problem, because this is December in the UK. It's not December in Australia or anywhere in the Southern Hemisphere, South Africa, Argentina or Chile. It is the UK. UK has the horriblest weather for anywhere, but I'll tell you this now, I would not swap it for anything. I mean, you keep your heat waves, you keep your tsunami, you keep your whatevers. Yeah, British weather is either absolutely horrendous, or where has this heat come from? And we always complain about it because we're English. So yes, this looks like it's worked. So now I need to yes, put the top back on there. This needs to go and be disposed of. Apparently, you can dispose of hydrogen peroxide down the drain. I have asked the little Echo device that I have near me, and she says, yes, it is perfectly safe. I'll just flicked over the screen then. All this. It is perfectly safe to dispose down. So basically all hydrogen peroxide is 2 parts hydrogen, 2 parts oxygen. So it's just, I wouldn't drink it, but it's better than water. But it's not water, so don't drink it. Whatever you do not bloody drink it. Right, so these are now going to go in the house. I'm going to clean them up. It's better than having the Bee Blonde stuff, because it's not stuck in all those lovely little Lego-y bits like it was before, and these are done. So what I'm going to do now, go away, clean, rinse, maybe soap up, rinse, dry off, and then we're hopefully done. And I do apologise if you're one of these people who likes a nice quick short video. If you know this channel, you'll know that I can't stand editing. I just can't sit there, and this is the problem with it. I'd like to waffle. I do love to waffle to you guys, and you guys love it. Some people do. Some people love my little waffles, and it's great, and it's wonderful to talk to you guys, and then in the chat go, yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah, you keep waffling on. Yeah, that's what I do. That's this channel. Enjoy. So I'm going to take both these pots now in the house with some gloves, because this will eventually come off anyway. It's not into my bloodstream. It's not. I've actually been doing Christmas trimmings today. That little bit there, the literary bit, it's part of a bauble I was trying to repair from a partner, and yeah, it's a bit of the part there of the bauble and the silver paint. So I need to go outside, because there is a torrential, there is a big, I'm not sure if it's a weather front or a tornado or God knows what. There's something hitting round about Wales, North Wales area, where I'm in Sheffield. It's kind of not far online, maybe a little bit further south, but a good 100 miles across. We are getting the back end of that at the moment, but we're not getting the front of it. So yeah, it's windy, it's wet, it's blooming miserable. So yeah, I'm gonna clean these. Stop waffling. Back in 2 minutes with these already done. Now, can you tell what's under the dirty towels of yeah, I'll try and figure something out. Can't be asked to get it. Right, this is being washed and done. The peroxide is gone. It's under the towels. These will actually stay where they are anyway. The yeah, my hands are just whatever, so whatever. So these have been washed and done and sorted, and I will show you one piece, well, definitely one piece that hasn't gone as perfect as I was hoping for. So, without trying to lose any small pieces, I'm going to fold that way and that way, fold over. It's like a book fold for bake-off viewers out there. Yeah, for your pastry. I do watch bake-off, it's quite good. So, yes. Ooh, see, there you go. Told you. There we go. If any of you saw this to start with, this was very yellow, this piece here. Apologies for the fingers. I know I've had a lot of viewers and be past going, oh yeah, but I've been literally doing peroxide. So yes, my hands are a bit wrinkly, and this is what happens. This is almost brand new. I thought the yellow bit on the middle there was a problem, but if you look at that, it is a yellow marking on there. That is spot on. So these are, like I said, these are drying. I've got to, look at that. So I will go through a lot of these and try, and yeah. People say peroxide does weaken the plastic. It's not bad for the time being. There's a lot of yellowing on here. This might be one of those pieces that I get. Yeah, I'll go on Bricklink, or I'll go on, I'm sure, is it Owl Brick? I'm gonna literally put subtitles below all this and say, oh, sorry, I put it wrong again, because I'm an idiot. But yeah, there's so many pieces on here which have gone so well. But I will, once these are dried, I'm gonna go through all these. I'm not peroxide them again. I can't be bothered. But there's one piece that you can see, you guys can see. You can see it. There you go. Put in the description below to tell me which one it is. Nope. Nope. All the greys are fine. These were shockingly bad. These are really, really good now. Clean down, I can touch them properly instead of the peroxide. There's a possibility that there is some on here, but it won't be that bad. Again, it's food safe peroxide, the 12%. Yes. Right, so I can see it, and I can see it right about here. It's this piece here. It's not a grey piece, as you can tell. There's a difference because there's one or two dark greys. This is a mid grey or light grey piece. This one here, and I'm deliberately showing it this way around because the back, you can tell this part's been bleached. These parts, I can only think the white does go really well, which is great, which is really good, which is wow, amazing. Well, yeah, I'm gonna get away with that, but it's the colouring on this. You can see it's the original colour in the middle, and the outside is this. So I will get another one of those. I will get another one of those. So yeah, it's not perfect. It's bloody good for what it was. Most of these were a bit, yeah. What I need to do now, and this is, Again, I really should have looked back at the original start of this video in when it was, because is it the 7th of December? We are literally 2 and a bit weeks away from Christmas. Oh, it works. I will put that down right now. The peroxide works. The Bee Blonde stuff, there is better out there. So yeah, that stuff does work on its own. On a summer's day with the sun, in the sunlight, in a bag, so the heat collects inside with the reaction between the sun and the peroxide against these pieces, against the yellowing on these plastic pieces. Keyboards I've done, Lego we've done, any and everything sort of stuff. Yes, it does work, the peroxide. Brilliant. However, I think the liquid peroxide, with it being a lower amount of peroxide, it's 20, yeah, it's 12, is it 20%, 12, 11 point, yeah. It's a lower one for the food safe one, but if you've got the time and a decent couple of days worth of sunshine, it works absolutely perfect. These are, well, 99% perfect. I'll put that out there to start with. These were really bad as well, because these were, I think these are the canisters on the side of the, everything's the Y-wing, isn't it? Where's the other ones? They must have done pretty well, because they were the front of the engines, the back of the engines, yeah. But yes, I will class this as a success, a very good success. So yes, the next step for this is, after these have been dried, is to build them, to be honest. So we have here parts for the V-wing, the Y-wing, and the Solo movie Millennium Falcon. I will have to go through all of these. I don't want to, but I will have to go through all of these to see if any of these pieces are just a little bit yellowed. I could, no, I'm not. But if any pieces are missing, the piece there, that's a little bit iffy. Any pieces that are a little bit whatever, I will buy ones for. If there's any missing, oh God, that's not good either, is it? Yeah, okay. I'm finding a couple more than I thought. Okay, so that is the dish for the Millennium Falcon. I could probably easily get away with that. Just it's probably a different type of plastic, more of a PVA instead of a propylene, or there's a million types of plastic out there. Once these are dried, go through, see what I need to order, check through on the checklists of what pieces are around for these kits, and then we'll start making them. It'll either be before Christmas or after Christmas. I'll start these going. But yeah, we're going to make some Lego kits. I suspect, with this being before Christmas, that I might have got a couple of, yeah, let's say Lego kits coming, which aren't needing retro brighting, which are absolutely brand new. So yeah, I suspect perhaps we will be doing more Lego possibly in the new year, maybe up to Christmas. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. I'm finding a few pieces. That one's not too good either. So yeah, we're gonna put some together which do need, but if you remember, I think that is the only piece of that one. If you remember that one from the beginning, and I will try, but I will not succeed in finding that piece. I'll show you before and after right here. If I haven't, sorry, then I didn't. Oh, I've got a floating spider here. Hello. There's a spider. Say hello. Hello. This is the troubles of going in a garage and filming things. There's wildlife in here. So with that in mind, retrobrighting does work for, but I'm finding a couple more pieces when they dry out. They're not perfect. Potentially, instead of this being exposed, this bit will be exposed. We'll see what's what, but it's a way, way better than what it was. It's a lot better. So again, I'll have to buy parts off of Owl Brick. If I'm wrong, I'm just an idiot. So these need to dry and I'll check. So anyway, if you've made it this far, thank you. Honestly, thank you for watching. Thank you for being there. Thank you for liking and commenting. And I would love it if you would help out the channel with a subscription or a Patreonage or anything like that. It would help me no end with the... well, they're both the same helmet, even though it's Luke's and, yeah, the VVs. Yeah, would help out the channel. It's a struggle doing these YouTube videos, trying to get the time and the effort. And, yeah, help. So yes. Other than that, I'll see you in another video, hopefully, and I will, yeah, bye-bye for now.